We are the nerds. We are the nerds of the apocalypse.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Nerds of the Apocalypse. I'm, of course, Stevie B. Alongside me today is...
Shadowling.
It's been a while.
Yes. Oh my gosh, we have Shadow here today.
Woohoo!
He lives 2 states away. So, it's very rare we can get him on the show anymore. So, it's fun. And now, because you're sitting so far back, you're going to sound far away. So
well, that's appropriate then.
Exactly. No. So we're going to go over we have sort of a new format. We do Weeks in Geek, where all of us talk about our Weeks in Geek, and then we have like a topic. And our topic today, unfortunately we weren't there, is a recap of Soda City Comic Con, and how we missed that on Sunday, and what we're going through here in Columbia, because I don't know if all listeners know, I'm sure 80% do, but we're out of Columbia, South Carolina, where we had historic rainfall. So let's go and start with our Weeks in Geek. Beth, you can go.
I don't really have one because I haven't been doing much of anything. Because I think I got sick from the bacteria water. But I remembered we didn't share something for our Force Friday when I got geek shamed buying the Star Wars figures at Target. You remember me telling you about that?
Oh yeah, and then I had a similar situation at Target. Do yours first.
Yeah, good.
What two were I buying you? I was buying you Leia, and then I was buying a Stormtrooper for myself and like a Star Wars cup. And like she rang up all my other items, and those were the last 3. And she goes, "Do you want a gift receipt for this?" And I'm just like, I'm buying it for myself. and then she, I bought like a bottle of lemonade that was from the refrigerator section, so it was wet from the cold. And she puts it in the same bag as Steven's Leia figure. So, like, the condensation is going to get on, like, the cardboard and everything.
Princess Leia in bikini. Well, I mean, maybe she assumed that you wouldn't want Princess Leia in bikini.
I don't know. It made me mad.
You know about the news article with that, right? About the guy who lost it? Do you know about that, Shadow? Mm-hmm. There's a guy that went on the local news. It was his whole... I know I talked to you about it. It was his whole big thing. And I watched this news report from this local affiliate, or wherever this is, and I was just dumbfounded by what they were saying. This guy was apparently shopping for toys with his kids, right? And he found the 6-inch Black Series Leia in bikini. And he was like, "I can't believe this disgusting thing is on the shelf. She has no clothes on. Why does she have change? It says Slave Leia? What? So we're selling slave toys now?" And he was just like losing it. He's like, "How do I explain that to my kids?" Like, that was like the legitimate...
How do you explain to the American people that you've been living under a rock for the past like 30 years plus? Like...
And what drove me crazy about it was that the people, like the anchors and stuff, were like, "Well, we just don't understand why this was..." What? Are you trying to tell me that this group of like 10 people hasn't seen Return of the Jedi?
At least one of them hasn't said, "No, guys, that's okay. That's from a movie."
Yeah, like, no, it's like, how do I, the biggest thing what really got me was, how do I explain this to my kid? I just don't understand. Here's how you explain. She was captured, and she, like, I don't get the chains. It's like, she was captured and enslaved, and then she used the chains that she was enslaved with to take out her captor and kill them, and became victorious. Like, it may be,
she goes on to become a Jedi.
Yeah. It may be a skimpy outfit, but it's one of the most like empowering
iconic
women's stories in movies. Do you disagree with that?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
that's even putting
It's
too
an
much
iconic
thought
costume.
into it.
Like when everyone thinks of Leia, they either think of her in the buns or they think of her in the slave outfit. They don't ever think of her in like all white, Empire Strikes Back, with the weird hair. Like no one ever really pictures her like that and goes, "Oh, that's Leia." But like if you ever see her in Slave Leia or the buns, everyone's like, "Oh, that's Leia from Star Wars."
That is when she's at her sassiest, too.
Yeah.
Like those moments.
Yeah. So, I can't remember the situation. But that's not the first time. You get geek shamed pretty often.
I do.
What's that about? See, I always thought excuse my ignorance, but whenever like I saw the complaint of like girls online, because I don't do that, and I know like these guys don't. I'm like, that doesn't happen to girls. Dudes aren't that stupid anymore. And like you tell
girls
me,
get geek shamed a whole lot more because everyone expects the geek to be a guy.
Yeah, the stories that she comes up with, like she was at Barnes and Noble one time, and it was the Barnes Books a Million. She got geek shamed there. I was like, why are dudes this dumb? Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just because we're all more intelligent than that. You should be excited that a girl is like looking at the stuff and it looks cool. It's like now it's for both of it, like both genders.
But don't get so excited to the point where you start being offensive,
Right.
like
or creepy.
Yeah, or creepy. I still remember my member Jess. I told you about the Fat Pack story. Did I tell you about that? Yeah, that was a good one. Does everyone need to hear it? You haven't heard it. Okay, so we're actually thinking about getting into Magic the Gathering while we're in
Fat Packs,
and whatchamacallit, and they were going to give us these free demo packs.
Mm-hmm.
Like they were like, hey, you can have them. They usually cost money, but yeah, you can have them for us. And I was like, sweet. So she was explaining it to us, and this kid was staring at Jess, and Jess is she's an attractive black woman who has a nice bottom. Sorry, Nick, but anyway,
dear.
So this kid's just like staring at her over her shoulder, and then he goes, without any pretext or anything, just goes, "Is that a Fat Pack?" And Jess doesn't know what that is, and I hear this, and I look up from my comic and look over, and she turns around and goes, "Excuse me," thinking that she was talking about her butt, and the lady behind the counter was like, no, you just need to go. You go away. But I haven't bought anything. Like, whatever. Go sit outside. You can't be in here. You're disturbing my customers.
So do you think that he was like joking or like using the W entendre on purpose?
I think he was trying to like get in on the conversation so he can show his knowledge of Magic the Gathering. So
anyone who plays Magic the Gathering knows what a Fat Pack is. Like if you say the term Fat Pack or booster box or booster pack, people know what that means.
Well, they do. Me and Jess were being introduced to it for the first time. We had no idea what a Fat Pack was. I knew what a booster pack was. You said this is a Magic booster pack. That's easy.
Yeah.
But you told me, because, I mean, the only card game I played before that was Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! And I don't think Yu-Gi-Oh! has Fat Pack. Maybe it does.
They have an equivalent. They don't call it a Fat Pack. They call it something else.
A Yu Pack. I don't know. But yeah, it was really, really funny.
I know Heather made fun of me because I nerd raged at Target. This was a while ago. This was before Force Friday. And I bought... they had... Beth's all about collecting the big troopers. And they had a huge trooper. Whenever I see one in the wild, I take a picture of it, text it Beth, like, hey, you want this one? I give it for her. And it was like a huge scout trooper. And I was like, okay, this, and it was in like the clearance. There was like they were clearancing out all the Star Wars stuff to get ready for Force Friday, and it had a clearance sticker on it. And I was like, all right, sweet. So I grabbed it, and I tried to ring it out, and I guess someone put it on the shelves wrong or something. But it was like cannot sell until September, whatever Force Friday was. So I got mad, and I was like, really? It's got a clearance sticker on it. Like, you guys have it out on the shelves. They're like, we're sorry, we can't. And she even got the manager over, and I was like, really? And so I bought a pack of Starburst gum, like this juicy fruit, and I was like, can I buy this?
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Wait, thinking back, what you should have done is like pulled it up on your cell phone under the clearance section on the Target website.
Well,
not part of the Force Friday.
Yeah.
They can override that. I mean, they can.
Override that.
That's why you need to take her with
You could have just stolen it.
Yeah.
It would have overridden everything.
That's true. I think about that with Disney Infinity stuff. I'm just like, they charge you an arm and a leg. I could just like...
They call it that because it's going to cost you infinity dollars.
That's right. And it's true. I made that joke when the first Infinity came out. I made that joke. I think I made it on the podcast. And it's true. Like, we went for Marvel. I was like, I got to get the Marvel stuff. And then it was like Star Wars. And I'm like, great. Star Wars? Great. Thanks, Disney. Yeah. Thanks, Disney.
One of these days, like, Disney and Apple are going to merge and just everything's going to be ridiculously expensive. You're not going to be able to, like, afford anything, but it's going to be everything that you want.
And the chargers are all going to change.
Yeah. Star Wars. And
every new pack that comes out has a new charger or a new plate you have to buy.
Yeah, okay. What about you, Showtime? What have you been doing?
Yu-Gi-Oh! I got back into that. It's been pretty fun. Had my first duel with Mike last night. Whooped his butt. Because I'm Yu-Gi-Oh! Master. No. I've been playing it. It's been pretty fun. But what I'm really excited about is because that Star Wars Armada game, the only reason I didn't get it is I didn't want someone to spend $100 on me. You know, for my birthday.
Star Wars Armada does look really good. Like, I'm sure you know, you keep trying to get me into it. I'm not really big into like those crazy board games like that. But Star Wars Armada looks like it would be a lot of fun. because you get your own ships and stuff. You can buy your ships and use them in your fleet, and I don't know.
You get to have your own fleet.
Yeah, I'm very familiar with the game. It's a very, very fun game, but it's very expensive. Yeah.
Yeah.
The place where I play Magic the Gathering, still for Friday Night Magic, they have tabletops for this, and so like there's guys. I mean, they come in, and one guy he wears an X-wing pilot like suit like every time he comes into play. Like
nerd.
And this guy is like easily in his 50s. Yeah. Easily. Like, I mean,
I'm jealous he has the suit.
Yeah, and you can tell like he's been a Star Wars fan since like the original movie came out, and he has like this just amazing collection, and you know, like he's painted all the models and stuff himself, and like he's really into it.
Yeah, it looks.
And they look like they have a blast. So
and the Armada's the new one because the X-wing version is like a smaller scale. Like you can get, I think, like 2 or 3 ships in that one, but like they're huge compared to the scale that Armada's on, because Armada's on fleet battles, not just encounters. And then, Imperial Assault, Firefly sells all of the extra characters. The C-3PO and R2-D2 pack. There's a smuggler guy that you can get. It's not Han Solo, it's some other green dude. And then there's also like an Imperial's villain pack. Darth Vader was there. I was like, oh, I want to get all these. But they were like, those were like $12 a pop. And then the Armada figures and stuff like that were like $20 a pop.
Oh,
like,
gosh.
see how expensive this thing is? Yeah, like, and then I go look over the Yu-Gi-Oh stuff. It's like $3 for 12 cards. All right.
I wonder if we can buy them for mass on eBay or something. Like, maybe. I wonder if people...
I know they sell completed fleets on eBay and all that stuff. Some of that.
I don't know.
But
maybe we'll get into it.
And it's like $200-$300 because you're buying specific stuff that's a certain type of deck or.
Do they sell them where like you buy something and then but you don't know what you're getting, like one of the mystery packs?
No, not with Armada.
Good,
you buy you get what you're looking for.
I hate stuff like that.
No, that's what Yu-Gi-Oh does to you, but that's why I also go to Firefly because they have individual cards.
Like I think it's cool with like $3 or $4 little toys and stuff, but when it comes to games like what's the game? The Hero Click stuff?
Oh yeah.
Like you
better show me what's in that bag.
Yeah.
Because if I've already got one, I'm not gonna spend $5-6 on this thing.
I don't know, but. Is that all? It's all we played. Well, let's talk about the Battlefront beta, right?
Oh yeah, the Battlefront beta.
That was mine this week in Geek.
Oh, sorry. There you go. Oh,
thanks.
Hold on. One second.
I don't have anything else on Wiki Geek. Ben, what do you have in Wiki Geek?
Well, for starters, I finally saw The Martian, which was fantastic. If you haven't seen it, go see it. All Space Geeks should see it.
Does it have like in what was that Interstellar where James McConaughey or whatever, Matthew McConaughey is just floating through space saying shit?
No.
Okay.
But that brings us Star Wars beta. I have been playing the shit out of the Star Wars beta.
I was really mad because I know at the beginning of the podcast we talked about the flood. I had some days off because our city was shut down for half a week essentially, and so I had to make up that time at work. So it's like great. Like this flood couldn't be worse. It's like I feel bad. People lost their houses, and I'm like, I can't play the Battlefront beta because I'm at work. Like, yeah. But so I didn't get to play it much. But when I did play it, it was great. And I was talking to Shadow about it, and he's got a friend who was like, the Hoth is so unbalanced. It's like it's not unbalanced. The difference is when you're the Empire.
He was saying specifically that the game is unbalanced in that it always favors the Empire.
No.
And so I disagreed with that completely because he was like, it seems like the Empire always wins, and I think he made a very good point. That's because the Empire's only job was to go and kill rebels. Right. The rebels have an actual objective on Hoth, and so if everyone gets into the server under the expectation of let's kill each other, obviously the rebels are going to lose because they didn't accomplish their objective.
Yeah, it was very frustrating because in Hoth there's these 2 points and you had to activate them and take them. Then the Empire could come and turn them off, but you had to kill them so they didn't. And you got bombing runs like every time you got Y bombers.
Well, Y wings, not Y bombers.
They're Y bombers. That's what they are.
They're Y wings.
They're Y wings that have bombs.
Okay. Yeah, right.
They're not called Y bombers. They're Y wings, and the Y wing is a bomber.
Okay. So
thank you.
So you get Y wings, and the Y wings will drop bombs on the ATSTs.
And AT-ATs.
AT-ATs.
AT-ATs. Sorry, AT-ATs.
Fuck.
I know. What's
What
is going on?
You got mad at me because I didn't know that the Millennium Falcon had a tracking device on it, but you can't call a Y-Wing a Y-Wing.
Well, that was the biggest points of the first Star Wars movie, is that they let them go so they could find out where the Rebel base was because they had a tracking on the Millennium Falcon, which they never took off. Like, you think the Rebels eventually found the tracking device on the Millennium Falcon?
When they say something about it.
I would imagine they did.
Should we take it out? That might go.
Anyway.
Because at some point someone was like, I don't know where we were.
Yeah.
There's a tracking device. We should probably go find that.
Anyway, so you take these points, you get Y bombs and the Y wings that bomb the AT-ATs. So what do you get? ATs like
Oh God. Can we move past this?
You're right. So they drop bombs on the AT-ATs, and when they're dropping the bombs, it's free to shoot because they're taking down the shields. Well, so many people in the Rebels would just spawn and instantly start shooting the AT-ATs with like, it's like, no, dude, you can't do this yet. You're supposed to be here and here. And that is the problem, is that when you spawn as the Empire, you just really had to go kill the Rebels. Like, that's it. But when you're the Rebels, you had to take these points, and you had to get the Y wings. Really? All trains, yes. All trains go.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's why. They all have acronyms.
Oh, yeah, I know that. I know what AT-AT is an acronym for
Initialism.
something, but I just didn't know what it meant.
An acronym's like scuba.
Oh.
This is why you're not regularly on the podcast. Like,
Has nothing to do with being 2 states away.
That's right.
It's because
You would have gotten that from me, though.
I'm just kidding. And people didn't do that. Like, the Rebels would just like shoot troopers or shoot the AT-ATs with the shields on. It wasn't until we figured it out and we started working together and taking the point, and we won every time as the Rebels, especially since he was a bomb snow speeder pilot.
Once I figured out how to use it, because I was like, I keep like following, I'm going to shoot you with my R, but it's not doing anything. But then I figured out it just makes the knife able to target you. So I just fly around and avoid them.
I was very impressed with the game. First off, the graphics exceeded my expectations. So I was very happy about that. It was a little glitchy at times, but I think it's the beta, so I'm not going to hold that against it just yet.
Yeah.
But I thought the gameplay was really fun. I really like you don't have to reload, so it stays true to Battlefront and Battlefront 2, in that your gun overheats. And then there's the first-person shooter, third-person shooter. I don't want to say dichotomy, that's not the right word, but you have the option to be first person or third person shooter.
And they all have the biggest advantage for third person is that you can see around corners. Like, you can see all around you when you're third person.
Well, because in Battlefront 2, for the consoles, and correct me if I'm mistaken in this, is you didn't have a first person shooter option. You only had the third person shooter. But for the PC, you did have the first person shooter option, which was not that great on the PC version, because you had the roll function in the original Battlefront. So like whenever you tried to roll in first-person shooter,
it just like ducked you really quick.
Yeah, and it just didn't. You lost your bearings in a first-person shooter mode. So they've done away with the roll feature.
I miss that.
I do miss it, but I understand why they did that, so they could give you that
Jetpack.
third-person, first-person shooter option. And they've put things in to make up for that. There's the jetpack. Troopers obviously are
I
loved
the jetpack.
So because that was its own class in Battlefront 2. Like you had to be a specific character in order to have a jetpack. But now it's equipment. It's an upgrade. So they've taken really good elements of like Call of Duty and Battlefield series and put that element in Battlefront. So I really liked that.
They did what they corrected what they jacked up in Battlefield Hardline, which was essentially a bigger Call of Duty.
Yeah.
And it was horrible, and now it's actually really good in Battlefield.
So, Beth, you got to buy an Xbox One now so you can play Battlefront.
I don't play my 360 enough
2015, you
to
don't have an
justify
Xbox One?
Leave her alone. She just got a 360. We're very proud of her for that.
You can just download YGO Pro on your computer.
Yeah.
I played nothing but Nintendo
Yeah.
my entire life. That's it.
Oh, I'm not going to fault you on that. So. I'm wearing a Zelda shirt.
Nerd.
My license plate is Triforce, and my other license plate is Shadow Link.
Look at it. He called you a nerd.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we all got nerd shirts on right now.
I'm pretty sure we're all over 9,000.
I think Beth beats us because she's got nerd pants on as well. So those are
wait till you see my underwear. I do have 2 pairs. One's Captain America and one's Green Lantern.
There was one time, Preach, he was a firefighter. And he was putting money in the boot. Like he collected money at the.
You got really Canadian when you said
in the boot. Hey, I'm not your buddy, guy.
I'm not your friend, buddy.
And was it your Green Lantern or your Captain America?
Captain America.
It said the Captain America. You can imagine, it was great because the did something just fall off my desk?
Yes.
Oh, I need to pick that up. The Captain America shield was like. Right on the and so he
no, I don't know.
Or on the ding dong.
What's a ding dong?
The ankle spanker. The horse sword. The punching cracker. Dairy hot dog.
The tripod.
The heat-seeking moisture missile.
Oh, that's what I was trying to think of to text you back. Me and Beth were going back and forth with those yesterday. And he
Nothing says geek like some good old fashioned dick jokes.
he pulled down his pants and put $1 in the shield and
hung it out the window.
And Preach came in with the car and he was like, "Whoop, here you go." He just like stuck it out the window.
And Preach took it. He
He
took it like a man.
And he had stickers, right? And his retaliation was just throw like 40 stickers in the car at him. Like that somehow evened it out.
I had this for so long.
You gotta be cool in those moments, like just go with it. Like and be like, "Oh, thanks." Like instead of road rage now, like everyone gives the bird. It didn't really mean anything anymore. So like I blow people with kisses. And you'll see someone like visibly frustrated, like mad, and then you'll blow them a kiss and they're like, "The fuck just happened?"
I shake my head in disappointment.
It's way better reaction.
I shake my head in disappointment at him. They get in front of me, I go. Just let them know.
If I stop them for doing something bad, I go like this. I go.
Like a shamed dog.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Anyway. You guys have totally all stolen everything I was going to talk about. I did. Every time Shadow's in town, I make him go toy hunting with me.
Every single time. We went actually to the same exact places we went the last time I was in town.
Well, for some reason...
To look for the same kind of toy.
No, the last time...
It was the same kind. I'm not saying they were the same toys.
The last time you were here, it was for Disney Infinity stuff.
That was Star Wars.
This time, it was 6-inch Black Series.
That was Star Wars. Yes. The same kind of toy.
I think the Disney Infinity stuff was for when they had the Marvel stuff. I think we went and looked for.
No, it was for Star Wars.
No, because the Star Wars stuff just came out like a month ago.
Okay, maybe.
I think it was the Marvel stuff we were looking for because I had the cartwheel stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
Anyways, we went looking for toys.
And I found 2. I didn't find the 2 I wanted, but I found 2, Wave 2. I did. Heather judged me so much because Toys R Us has an exclusive Snow Trooper, right? Mm-hmm. And I went to this Toys R Us, nothing. Like, they didn't have any 6-inch Black Series. I will say this, though. When I was looking at Toys R Us, I texted Showtime a picture. I found a scalper in the wild. And then I texted him a picture and I was like, I found a scalper in its natural habitat.
Because, a scalper?
Yeah, a scalper.
Like a ticket scalper, but they were
not a scalper. I use a different word when I text you.
A reseller.
Resell, yeah.
It's still it's still scalping.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't
scalping is a verb.
Yeah,
is that essentially like a reference back to like?
Maybe. That's a good question.
I'm just confused why they call them that. But I know what you're talking about, though. I told them, you should follow them around. There's a squad over here. They equate those guys a Lizard Squad.
And I knew he was rolling that way because he was picking up literally everything and scanning the barcodes, just like, and like looking and putting it down, and like every time he found something that could be worth money, like, and I was like, oh my gosh, dude.
Yeah, there's always someone looking to make a quick buck.
And he just looked douchey too. And
asked for every chair.
He had a button down shirt tucked into his khaki shorts, but a huge gut. And I'm like, listen, with someone with a huge gut, like, I know that's not how we should wear the clothes.
All that
you tuck in the shirt underneath, and then you leave the one open, kind of like exactly how I am right now. And he had like this huge mangy beard. I was like,
if he had just that fisher's vet on, like, sometimes with that fisherman vet, they're not going fishing. They're going. They probably keep the Yu-Gi-Oh cards in there. I don't know what they do. But I was like, why do you need to wear that vest? Do you even have anything in those pockets? Nope. What if I need to?
So, me being in town, like, I only have a few days left in my 20s. And so when I came down here, I drove 6 hours down here to hang out with everyone. And I was like, I'm going to go out and spend some money for my birthday and, like, get some things that I want. Like, I'm going to look at Wii U's. I'm going to look at some electronics. I'm going to, just look at just different things that I want to buy.
Hey.
That's why I looked this way. I was like,
And so, like, I went out and I drove 6 hours. I went to 2 Targets, a GameStop, and a Walmart, and a Walgreens. All of which I could have done easily back home. And the only thing that I managed to buy was a pack of Starbursts.
That's a good purchase, though. I love it.
And Juicy Fruit Starburst gum.
You're right. I'm sorry. Yeah, the Juicy Fruit Starburst gum. So I bought two things.
Oh.
So
And you brought donuts the morning of. In preparation.
I did buy donuts some more, but I
That's
bought those
not
for
for
everyone
his
else. I didn't
birthday.
buy those for me.
That's
like,
Speaking of birthdays, I need to go to Best Buy. I saw that. I got a gift card.
How big is the gift card?
$50.
That's just enough for Disney Infinity.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
we also went to Dick's
For your birthday.
I have a $20 gift card to Dick's.
Speaking of
which
Dick's.
you can't buy anything for $20 at Dick's.
No.
$20 gift card at Dick's will get you anything at regular price.
That's so we were talking about that. Because they're so overpriced.
Well, they are dicks.
So before Showtime interrupted me, the Toys R Us story was leading to something else.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. I also knew, I was like, okay, so I had to have the Snow Trooper because it looked really cool. And I was like, okay, so how am I going to get the Snow Trooper? This Toys R Us is never going to have it. There's only one. It's far. It's about 20 minutes from where we live. But I was like, who's
Is the one on 2 Notch no longer around?
No, they closed it. It's the only one left is the one in Harbison.
Lame.
If the one in 2 Notch was still there, I'd be there every day looking for 6-inch figures. I'd know the people that work there and be like, here's my number, call me. So I was like, who do I know that lives by Toys R Us? And I know that I'll send you too.
I can walk to Toys R Us from where I live.
my brother in Florida, I was like, okay. And I know his wife, she's a stay-at-home mom. So I was like, no.
Have you tried Second and Charles?
Second and Charles?
Yeah, they could have some.
Yeah, they have some. They had a Han Solo figure, but
That you wouldn't buy.
it was.
That I kept telling you to buy. We talking about Soda
Yeah, it's the same one when they were still there, but it was in bad shape. The box was messed up. It was $15, and so I have this thing where if it's loose, I'm willing to spend half price, and so if the box is messed up, I'm willing to spend $10 on it because I'm just going to take it out of the box. But it's $15, and it's I could try maybe find a brand new one for $20, and on Amazon they had brand new ones for $22, and so I was like, I just get a brand new one in a nice box.
You could have applied your coupon to it, though.
What coupon?
The coupons they were giving us at the table.
Oh, that's right.
Wait. We had coupons?
For Second and Charles, yeah.
I still have mine.
What the butt?
Hey, however this turns out after this, can we go to Second and Charles?
Yes.
I mean, I'm down.
I can spend all day in
I
that store.
kind of want to buy some Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
I really want to go to Second and Charles.
But so I got my
I'll buy a Magic deck.
I messaged my brother's wife, and I was like, hey, what are you doing tomorrow? And she goes, nothing. Why? I said, because I'm looking for this toy at Toys R Us. Do you think that you could go for me and look and see? And she was like, sure. So I turned it into a legit Star Wars mission. Me and my brother have the same mom, not the same dad. So his last name is Ducker. So I started calling her Duck 1 and her daughter Duck 2, and my brother was Duck Leader. and I was Backspace. So her and her daughter went. She kept sending me videos, and they found 2. But they only had enough money for 1, which is fine. I just want 1 for my collection. I don't want to sell any of them. And so she got 1. Oh,
That's probably what you just got. Star Wars Force Awakens tickets coming on sale tomorrow.
okay. I'll check that out in just a minute.
Okay.
We might be camping out overnight in the movie theater. That's what I'm gonna get. I'm gonna get to that in my weekend geek here in a second too. But so she got it. And she found one, and now she's mailing it, and it was just really fun because she. Wait, what are you doing?
I'm looking at it. Go ahead.
Oh, and so
Take a picture of your dick, Steve.
oh dear. And so
That's the only thing I could have been doing.
And so they found it. It's really cute because her daughter's, I don't know her exact, I think it's like 4. I think her daughter's 4 or 5. And so it's really cute because she was like, on a mission. Although she did send me a video, and there was one video where like they had it, and her daughter had it by the hook and was like, and I'm like, oh, dude, make her stop with the box. But I didn't say anything because I didn't want to be like, you went and got that for me. But no, hopefully it's fine. It's not. I don't care about like nicks on the corners and stuff. It's like, but that Han Solo box was just like donezo. Like it was wrecked beyond belief. But no, so I thanked her for that. I was really excited that they found that. So I'm gonna get a Snow Trooper because it's part of Wave 2, but exclusive to Toys R Us, which really sucks. I hate exclusive anything. Like I just hate it. It drives me insane.
Like Spirit Yoda at Walgreens. I
Yeah.
really want him, and I can't find him.
I go into Walgreens and I specifically look for 6-inch Star Wars figures, and I look for that Spirit Yoda for you. Yeah, that's that kind of stuff. Like the Disney Infinity figures, it's Star Wars right now. At the end of the year, they're coming out with where you put the figures on the base, and the lightsabers will actually light up when they're on the base. Huh. Really cool. There'll be like $1 more, which is whatever. But the problem is each figure is exclusive to a specific store. Like Walmart has one, Target has one, Best Buy has one, Amazon has, and I'm just like, that is absolutely just ridiculous that you have to go to all these different stores to buy. They did the same thing with all the Amiibos. That kind of just drove me crazy. Anyway, so since we were talking about Star Wars, another thing about Weekend Geek. So I started this thing and it kind of exploded. I think Showtime said it's like you're trying to do something nice and now it's snowballed out of control. And it has snowballed out of control. Like I have to recruit people to help. So I put it out there that I wanted all my friends and everybody at work to go see episode 7 together. I was like, let's do this. Let's everybody go together. And I didn't think very many people would do it. I think they'd be like, well, we'll figure it out. Turned out everybody wanted to do it. Everybody wanted to do it. To the point where, and I said, give me your money, and I'll do all the work. I'll buy the ticket for you. I'll get it. I'll make sure you get the ticket. That kind of stuff. Well, so far, I have over $1,000 and 52 tickets.
54
tickets now.
Wow.
Exactly.
54 tickets. Like, if I were selling tickets in a movie theater, you could not convince me that he was not a scalper.
Right.
Like, he could have the 54 people behind him being like, no, the tickets are for all these people. I'd be like, nope.
You might as well just buy out the whole theater room and just have a party.
That's a few $1,000s. So and I honestly was like, maybe I should just try to raise the funds for that. But you wouldn't be able to do it on opening night. Like, this is not something you could do. It's so I called the theater when things started to snowball, and I said, how many tickets can I buy at once? And they said, you can buy as many as you want. Sweet. One on the Fandango website. The problem with Fandango is you can buy as many as you want, but you can only buy 10 at a time. So you have to keep going back in. And when they announce these ticket sales, that's going to be hard to do. Like I'm going to have to get like 5 or 6 other people and give them like my credit card number, because that's what I'm doing. I'm putting it on my credit card, and I'm just going to take the money and pay my credit card. And
can you pay through PayPal?
I don't know. I'll have to check.
Because you can just use a temporary password, and everybody can do it at one time, and then
That's
just change
a
the
really good
password.
That is really
They're
good.
gonna set it up tonight.
Oh yeah, I'm going to get it all together as soon as we get back from the South Carolina State Fair. And I'm gonna
For
get
The Walking Dead.
That's right. And I'm gonna get with everybody that's helping me, and I'm gonna tell them they need to go in and pre-order tickets for something else on Fandango, so they know how it works. Like, spend the money, but go in like you're about to spend the money, and just so you can see how it works. And I'm gonna assign people seat numbers. Like, these are the seat numbers you have to buy. So when it goes online, boom, we're picking it. We're there. I almost wanted this. The theater that we're doing is IMAX and RPX, because it's a huge theater. Sand Hills. We did a bunch of videos for them, and I almost want to do the RPX over the IMAX, because the IMAX is going to sell first and quick. If you do the RPX and we do it right in the beginning, I think we'll be able to do that faster and easier than it would be to do the IMAX.
And I won't get a headache from having those glasses on my face the whole time.
Well, RPX 3D. It's still going to be 3D.
Fuck.
But it's the real D 3D, and they're selling, for real D 3D stuff, they're selling like Force Awakens glasses on this website that you can buy. It's like Chewbacca glasses or BB-8 glasses, and I was like, oh yeah. But I don't know. It just depends. I gotta get a plan together, because what I would like to do is actually just buy them directly from the theater, so I can have tickets in hand and just hand out tickets. But I don't know if that's possible, if that's going to be able to happen or not. It depends on how big of a line it is. And I don't have that much help. It's going to be a Monday. Everybody's like that's what they're saying right now. Is tickets are going to be on sale on Monday.
When do they open?
The theater opens at like 9. Yeah, you can't. There's no. I asked Showtime to go to class. He lives right by the theater, but he's got class. So I just asked him to drive by and see if there was a line of people outside, like waiting to buy tickets. So I knew how to plan the next move. I'm taking a half day of vacation. I mean, I can't take a full day. I can only take a half day. Heather is off, but hey, Heather, that's pregnant with my child. Can you just sit outside the theater for 8 hours for me?
John Jay would do it.
I know. John Jay would do it. So I think she's willing to do it for like an hour or two tops. Like I think that's as far as it's going to go. And as soon as I get off work, I relieve her with food. Like I bring some food to her and say, here you go. Here's some.
Groucho's STP.
Yeah, here's Groucho's. Thanks, gorgeous. And so I might do that. But you just got a thing on your phone that announces. So I think everything is finally like announced. That's what I've been waiting for, because I called the theater on Friday. I was off on Friday because of Heather's and I's anniversary, and we took the day off. And I called them, and they said, yes, it's in our system. You can pre-buy the ticket. And so I jumped in the car like that, and I was straight down the theater. I was like, great, I can take care of this now. Don't got to worry about anything. Handle the business. Well, she tried to ring them out, and her manager had to come in, and it was like this whole thing. And they're like, well, it says we can't sell them until December 15th. And I'm like, well, I know that's wrong. Like, I know whatever the situation is, December 15th is not right. Like, I know you like, that's not. And so, and they acknowledge that. They're like, we have to call a corporate office because we know this isn't right, too. We wouldn't have them in the computer this early if we weren't be able to sell them for 2 months. It just wouldn't, this isn't how this would be. So I've been trying to call, and every time I call, I get a different person, and they seem to know less than the person before that I talked to. So it's very frustrating. So hopefully, whatever popped up here is an announcement. I can do it. It's just a struggle, because with this whole thing, if I get the tickets bought, that's it. I'm good. We're good to the movie. What does this say? Can I read it out loud?
8:30, yeah.
All right, this is it. But the poster is just the beginning, as the new Force Awakens trailer will reportedly arrive on October 19th, sometime around 8 p.m. There have been rumblings that will appear on ESPN during Monday Night Football.
This one.
Oh. Finally, shortly after the release of the new trailer, tickets will go on sale around 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Is this from the website? Because
it was from film.
Everybody's reporting this because IO9 reported on it, but nothing is official yet.
It wasn't IO9 that did it. It was, they did it, but that's not what I was reading. I was reading film.com.
So
2 days ago.
But did film.com use IO9 as its source?
I don't know. Here's Variety.
Irregardless.
Keep going, yeah.
Can you go to the official Star Wars website and it'll tell you?
Well, that's what popped up.
No, it's not even on there. I went to there first.
Oh, so yeah. So they're supposed to release a poster today with the information. Like, it's supposed to be like a new logo too. It's like going to be the official logo of the trilogy, and they're gonna release it today at some point, and then the times when they're gonna start selling the tickets, and then a new trailer, the final trailer, is supposed to come out.
Oh, that's what
Monday Night Football.
Yeah.
According to IO9.
Yes.
Okay.
Nothing official yet from Lucasfilm or Disney. So, which is my struggle. It's like the theater has it. It's like you think the theater would have the inside information, right, and be able to at least say something to me like, "Don't worry about it till Monday," but they got nothing. So I don't know. It's driving me crazy. I know, and I also know that they're.
That's all they're saying.
Yeah. It also reports that they're going to be selling through January 3rd. So it's like, I almost feel like if you don't pre-buy tickets, you're not seeing the movie until 2016.
That would kill me. Like, if I had to go through Christmas,
Yeah.
not having
Your beard would get longer.
yeah.
Like,
Dick would get softer.
So
Even Viagra would save you.
So it's like, as soon as I get this tickets bought, that'll be massive relief for me because they're bought and that's that. But until like I'm on ridiculous edge. I've had my anniversary weekend. I've been on edge about these damn tickets all weekend. I just want to get them bought because I was like, man, this. It's gonna, if it all works out, it's gonna be like the best time ever. But if it doesn't work out, it's gonna suck. Because then I have to explain to people why I couldn't make it happen. But I just hope I can make it happen. That's right. Because no matter what happens, Showtime's got my back.
What? Yeah.
There's another girl named Brittany who we go to the movies with. She's gonna help out. I'm sure Beth will help out. Heather can help out.
I'm not going, remember?
Yeah, but you can help out. And I'm gonna make you go.
No.
You're not going. Wait.
I'm gonna pre-buy a ticket for that Sunday because the thing is, it's December. I work retail. I'll most likely be working until 10, 11 and every night like I was last Christmas
So you're
season.
not. Let me get this straight. You're not going to go with us to see episode 7. You're dead to me.
I'm sorry.
That was essentially.
Actually, where's my face? I gotta defriend you right now.
I was trying to explain to him, it's like, I want my experience to be a good, happy, entertaining.
Which would be with all of us!
No, I'm going to be grouchy and tired, and it's going to be a huge crowd,
No, you
and
won't,
I
'cause
don't
it's
like
Star
crowds.
Wars. You could have been, like, mugged on the way in, and I'd still be like, woohoo, I'm going to see Star Wars. Like,
No matter everything you say, I've already tried to say she's not having it.
It's like, I know me, and I know my mental state, and I don't want to be... I don't want to go in negative.
You better than anyone else. So.
That's what I tell. Never mind. Nobody knows me like me.
I'm still gonna buy a pre-order a ticket for like Sunday morning.
Talk about jerking off. Whole lot of this, none of this.
This is what we're gonna do. Right after the movie, we're all going to Beth's house and we're gonna tell her about it.
Oh my god, I'm gonna plot spoil the shit on your Facebook. Oh my, I'm gonna Ricky Nixon the shit out of your Facebook.
Beth, it was crazy when Darth Vader came back to life.
That's when I will take myself off Facebook and airplane mode my cell phone.
No, we wouldn't do that to you.
She's like, yeah,
No, I wouldn't do it. No. Anything that you guys could say, I've already said in text message to Beth. So it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's whatever.
Still can see
So let's
it.
go back to those secondhand Charles coupons that Showtime didn't get.
I think I have like 2 in my backpack, so relax there.
If you
Okay.
go into my apartment.
Yeah, see. Anyway, okay, so let's get to our topic real quick, I guess. We're 40 minutes in. I know. We had a long Week in Geek, I guess. Because we didn't really do a Week in Geek at the con.
Yeah.
We just kind of talked. So let's talk about Soda City a little bit.
It was good. I liked it. It was actually it was really, really good. Really excited for next year and hopefully no historic catastrophic floods.
I do feel bad for him because I really think if we didn't have that weather, he would have made a ton of profit.
Oh yeah, there was so many people there, and there wasn't that many people there in the morning because they were saying it's gonna flood in the news, and then once people realized it wasn't on Saturday, it wasn't, that more and more people started to show up, and it got packed
Around lunchtime too, which was kind of weird.
Yeah, we went and did it was great. Showtime and I admin a panel. With Chad Bowers, a guy right next to me in 92. He's actually a good friend of ours. We've known him for a while. And that was a lot of fun. A lot of people were there. Beth did great with the camera. When Trax first saw it, he was like, "Is she really cutting Chris Sims out of the shot?" And I was like, "No, he wasn't there." So she evened it out. Yeah, Chris wasn't there because he was afraid that he wouldn't be able to leave. And we kind of ragged him on the panel about like why he wasn't there, but he was good for not coming because that night all hell broke loose. But so that was a lot of fun doing that. Chad's a great guy. It was there was such a huge crowd in there. There's a lot of good questions. I've never met a Marvel writer before, like in the flesh, so it's cool to like. It not only do like know one to be like cool with one, it's just.
After that panel, I want to read.
X-Men 92? Yeah, it's good. It's good stuff. It's really fun, and he definitely knows the source material, like from the comics to the TV show. But he was adamant that like it wasn't a continuation of the TV show. It was like that source and the comic source, and it's like mashing together, and they're making a comic like based off those identities, which is good. And now they've got an ongoing series. I'm not sure when it starts though.
That was a picture of his ding dong.
I'm not sure. Yeah. So that was a lot of fun.
Thanks, Steven.
There were a lot of artists there. We had fun. There were a lot of. There are a lot of.
Every time I go pee, I'm like, "Ooh, this water's cold."
There are a lot of artists, a lot of vendors.
What the hell just happened?
I don't know. This is what happens.
And then Allie's like, "Get off your knees!"
All right, so a lot of vendors.
I got hit on.
Did you get hit on?
By a man.
I don't remember that.
You weren't. It was when we were talking to the Walking Dead zombies. And I was like,
so it was
now you know which one it was. He was really cool. It was really funny. I was like, see, I'll be good to do? He was like, yeah, as long as you're doing it. I was like, oh, jeez. I almost should have been videotaping. I'm like, oh. Oh, I made that noise.
What noise did you make?
Do it one more time. I wasn't here.
I'm going to make a soundboard for you guys.
A Showtime soundboard would be... It's time to his current gag. His current gag is to ask girls if they want the D, and when they get offended, he's like, "I meant the door."
That picture of Yuki just slamming the car down. It's so much fun.
Yeah,
Amanda gets so mad.
I was talking to her friend Erica, and I was like, "So she mentioned hanging out with you." I was like, "So did he tell you he was going to give you the D and then send you the dual card?" And she was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Yeah, that's his thing now. That's what he does." Let's give a quick shout out to Erica. Erica went through an ordeal during the floods.
She made the headlines.
She did. She was trapped. That silver car, the gray car that's up on the tree. That was her car. She got swept away. Like a wave just came out of nowhere, took her away into the trees, and she had to climb out through her sunroof. Thank God that the power was still onto her sunroof. And she opened it because she tried to kick out the windshield and couldn't. So she opened her sunroof and crawled out, got swept away into the trees. She had to sit on the trees with like the current attacking her for 3 hours before she was rescued. And she was just like screaming at the top of her lungs, just asking for help. And there was a guy stuck in a truck, and they sort of communicated with their hands. She said, that's a terrible, terrible thing to go through, to like literally look your life.
Yeah, definitely.
She's a pretty impressive person to get through that, and it's just no one ever thought this kind of thing. When I left South Carolina, I was like, nothing special is ever going to happen there. Now I'm back, and like they're filming The Walking Dead, so that's special. This historic floods happened, which is how many times have they threatened South Carolina when we were growing up with, there's going to be a hurricane storm? We're like, it's never going to happen. That's exactly how I treated this one. And one of my friends almost died.
I was displaced as a kid by Hugo. So, like, I kind of know firsthand, like, when hurricanes come, I get the hell out of Dodge. Like, I don't play around. There is no, like, wait around and
I get nervous,
like,
too.
I go west. So...
Going to Cali!
Because, like, my dad, he worked for the state transportation department, so he has to be out on the roads when these storms are happening, because he has to know where the trees are down to get those moved for, like, emergency workers. Mm-hmm. And he said during Hugo, he was doing 45, and there was debris passing him. Wow. Because the winds were that strong.
Because I was 4 years old when Hugo happened, and I remember asking my mom, like, when can we go home? Like, I'm ready to go home, because we were staying with my grandparents, and she was like, sweetie, I don't know how to... I keep explaining this to you. We can't go home.
Your mom was like, hey, listen!
Yeah. She was like Navi. Like, hey, listen! You can't go there! It's, ever since that experience, get out. Get out, get out. And this just confirms that, this whole... Because... Forest Acres, which was the one of the places that got hit really hard, was where I grew up. Like, I saw my house on the front page of CNN News with the bottom part of it underwater. And I was like, hey, when someone says, like, this is too close to home, this is literally too close to home.
This is literally inside of your home.
Yeah.
And we have Liz, too.
Yeah, we have a friend Liz, her house.
Lost everything. My pay lost... Yeah. His refrigerator was floating in his house. I didn't know refrigerators could float. If you've ever removed a refrigerator, they're pretty effing heavy. Like, that surprised me. Physics for the win.
The man who works on giant metal boats that float in the ocean was surprised that a refrigerator could float. I'm just kidding.
I work on submarines which sink.
At a naval yard with huge boats.
Got it. But yeah, so that really affected Soda City, which really stunk. Yeah. And some people were given bad publicity that he's still open on Sunday. But it's like there are people from out of town in the hotels like right around. Like, what was he supposed... That really drove me crazy. It's like he did the only thing he could do was open up, right? Like, that's...
Although, there was one artist there, and I remember telling you about it, so I won't say her name, but she kept saying... Essentially, she was saying it was stupid and ridiculous for people not to come out there because there's no flooding. Well, there was no flooding around the con, and the particular interstate she took to get home, but the rest of the Columbia was getting destroyed.
Polo
and
Road is gone.
She was attacking people for not coming to the con.
No.
And I didn't say anything to her, but it was really hard for me not to type, like, troll her. I mean, that was just ridiculous.
Well, and the guy, we did an interview with Brock, who runs the con, and he's a great guy. He's like, I didn't know, who knows what to do in something like that, you know what I mean? I had art, so you open up and you let the people who are there come in and have a good time in the ridiculousness that's going on. That's the only thing you can do.
But he did say it's safe where we are, but don't come if it's not safe for you. He did say that.
Right, and the people started. It's like, just stop, man. Like, if you can come. It's open if you can make it, but please be safe if you try to make it. That's the most important thing, and he said that. And so I have much respect for him for that, and because he's trying to please everybody, and at some point you're not going to be able to in a situation like that. Somebody's going to be mad, but we're all about you, Brock. We appreciate you doing whatever you could for everybody. But the con was great. I mean, he put on an incredible con. They had Walking Dead guys there. They had Chad Bowers from X-Men '92 we just talked about.
And not even just like zombies. There was an actor there.
Yeah, the cop with the lollipop.
Yeah, and like they're actually like impressive characters. And, holy crap, these people they're getting good people. I mean, obviously they're not getting like Rick, but it's not. I mean, I'm sure if it was bigger, if that storm hadn't happened, maybe the next one would have had Rick, and maybe I don't know, probably not. But
and the thing about when we say they had people that played zombies, they play in almost every episode.
Yeah.
They're regulars. They're not like we did 2 episodes and that's it.
Yeah, so it was a fantastic con. We'll be there next year. We're incredibly excited for next year.
I'm excited because I get to see the whole con.
Yeah. I can't express enough how awesome the con was that Saturday. We had a blast. I got a lightsaber, an old school lightsaber too from a vendor, one that springs open.
Yeah, and we compared it to the new lightsabers. What's going on?
Yeah, what's going on, Hasbro?
Yeah, where's the act? Yeah, you've heard.
They're cheaper.
Yeah, you're probably right.
They are cheaper.
So I don't think he's released the dates yet because I think the dates he's trying to correspond with the USC football games. So he wants the con to still be in the fall, but during an away game. So he hasn't really set dates yet because it's waiting for that away game.
Or a bye week, which is usually in November.
So when we have the dates, we'll put it on our Facebook page. We'll announce it. We'll cover it again. I'm sure we'll sit down with Brock and talk about it. It's exciting, man. It was such an exciting con. We had so much fun sitting there talking to people, everybody that came up. We haven't released anything. I think everything's gonna go out at once. I think we're gonna put I think the only thing that we've released is the X-Men '92 panel. And but that we haven't put on our Facebook page. I think we're going to do everything at once with a walkthrough. We did a walkthrough, so you can see the con in its glory. If you haven't watched it yet, that walkthrough is either on our Facebook, YouTube channel right now, or it's about to be. So check out for that. But we had Jeff from Punk Monkey's daughter walking around with us. She was
so adorable.
She was giving her opinion on everything. So that was really cool.
It was basically they had a good review if they had candy.
And so we had a blast with her. I mean, we just had such a good time Saturday, and we're excited to come back on Sunday. We had a bunch of stuff planned to do, a bunch of people to talk to. Just really thinks that this weather happened.
Come here, kitty.
I love you. Look, he doesn't want you.
Yes, he does. Let me love you.
Will you leave my cat alone during the podcast? You can harass him after. It's okay. You can. Okay. But yeah, I mean, do you guys have anything else to say? Final thoughts on Soda City?
I have no idea.
It was set up really well. He got it was really funny to see like the immediate switch from comics to Little Girls Dance Studio at the end. So that was pretty funny. They were not all of them. They wanted to speak to a manager. But
wow.
I don't know. I just saw so many of those haircuts recently. But it was a lot of fun. It was set up really well. I was excited. We were set up right next to the local news.
Yeah, we were like right in the middle. It felt prominent.
They had like all these posters and professionally printed banners, and then we had Beth's awesomer banner that was homemade.
That was falling apart.
It doesn't matter.
It's okay because
It looked
because
real.
it says apocalypse on it, so we could just be like, hey, it's the apocalypse. Leave us alone.
You had that printed for you? Oh yeah, Beth made ours.
Speaking of the news, another thing that Soda City did was they had a screening of Supergirl that isn't out yet. Like you can watch the first episode of Supergirl at Soda City, and they had more screenings out for Sunday, and I was totally gonna go watch one, but it really stinks that this happened. But yeah, there's so many good things about it, and it's I can't tell enough. But he did confirm that they're definitely doing one next year.
The caliber of artists he had there were really good. Like, you know, when you go to cons, sometimes you're like I hate to call out Florence, but I didn't feel like the caliber of the artists they had were that. I don't know how to explain it, but what he had there, they were all amazing artists. Whether it was craft work or painting or whatever, they were all really good. Amazing. Like, I bought a Grim Reaper ceramic statue that was hand casted, and it was only $20, and it looks amazing.
It's just we
That's the stuff toilet bowls are made out of.
Yeah, I guess that's accurate. I guess
They had an artist. I have to go on to the Facebook page and track down their list of artists and go through their website. They had an All Real Monsters print. Do you remember me showing you that?
Yeah.
I was going to go back and buy it Sunday because I did not have my wallet on me at the time and they were closing. So, of course, I didn't get it. But I really, really want that print. And his other work was really good, too.
What?
Okay, that guy who slammed his Yu-Gi-Oh cards down in front of me.
Yeah,
I was like,
yes.
whoa! Don't be slamming shit in front of me, sir. Let me see what's in there. It was fun. I was just messing with him, and then this guy, I didn't expect that at all, but
It totally got me because I've been making fun of Showtime, but like, dude, no one plays Yu-Gi-Oh anymore, and it's like that day, this kid's like, oh, you got Yu-Gi-Oh cards? Not only does he play Yu-Gi-Oh, he had like his entire collection
It's like,
on
I
his
leave.
person.
and then my teacher shows up, and he plays Yu-Gi-Oh with his son, and I was like, oh, it's alive and well.
Just no one ever talks about it because it's that.
It was funny. Like I got a bunch of good cards from him, and he took a whole bunch of like my like.
You had half the table covered in cards.
did.
It was funny.
I was like, whatever you guys are doing, stop.
And then when we were like doing a walk around of stuff, there were like 5 dudes talking about playing Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
I wasn't gonna do that.
I was.
I know.
So-
I like Magic the Gathering. It's magic, right?
But yeah, I was really impressed. Like, everything was there, and it's exactly why I chose that as the community involvement or immersion spot for my project that I had to do. It's a shame that Sunday was rained out, and only me and one other person went. So
That's right. We'll be back next year, full strong. We'll be there. It'll be back and better than ever. So maybe we can even get a Shadow down to go to it.
Heck yeah.
The most pathetic thing about the convention, the saddest thing, it took me to figure out what Soda City meant.
oh yeah, people asked me that. The walking
Columbia is abbreviated cola.
Yeah.
Which is a soda.
Right. Yeah.
For all those
and Columbia
wondering.
is a city. And is that how I explained it? He's like, oh, I get it now.
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, I don't have anything negative to say about it at all. You know, generally when we leave cons, it's like there's that one thing, like you know, at Farms Comic Con when they announced us after we went around filming everybody. Like that was obviously directed towards us.
2 pluses. There were only 2 Deadpools and 3 Harley Quinns.
Yeah.
That
That's
was it.
amazing. That's
That
like
was it.
That's like a unicorn.
It's true.
The con itself, because there wasn't a crap ton of Deadpool.
Although I think one of the reasons was there wasn't a whole lot of cosplays because once again their cosplay was separate from the con. You had to go somewhere else for it. So
Didn't you get harassed by Deadpool?
one of them, yes.
She was texting. I didn't even feel it until I picked up my phone for something else. But I saw I had like 2 text messages from her. And it was like, Deadpool won't leave me alone. Come back.
2 came to the table. One was really nice and friendly, and the other one would not leave.
I think I'm friends with one of those on Facebook.
Maybe that's why he wouldn't leave.
I don't know. I'll look it up and see. But I mean, I guess you didn't see his face, right?
Mm-mm.
Yeah. So.
He could have been the nice friendly one. 2 came to the table when I was all by myself.
We could talk. See,
We can give you a gun.
so you could dress up like Deadpool and do stuff no one knows it's you. If I do it, then they're gonna know it's me. A, I have a distinctive voice, and B, my body's pretty tell. That's my
Stevie
tell.
B, what are you doing? It's not me.
I
Oh,
want you to
mate!
cosplay as Ryu from Street Fighter.
I would like to see you guys. That'd be hilarious.
Wasn't there a fat guy on Street Fighter?
Yeah, he was a sumo wrestler. You want to run with your shirt off and a necklace on?
No, it was another guy. He was like a ninja. It was one of the new in Street Fighter 4.
Oh, I don't know.
He was a skinny guy, and then something happened, and
We could bring Chris on. He knows all about Street Fighter.
there you go. So anyway, I don't know. Because Jake,
Matter, you could just be Cartman. You're the perfect like you are Cartman in real life.
I don't understand why we don't cosplay as the South Park boys.
I've been totally down for that.
If we were going to the Denver Comic Convention, I would totally be down for it.
But you wouldn't be down for it any other.
It's hot here.
Oh.
It can be cold in Denver.
Yeah. I was
And
sweating
also-
off my makeup by the end of the day.
Yeah, and also they're from South Park, Colorado, so Denver's kind of close to there.
I told Shadow I wanted to cosplay with him one time because he likes to go as a Joker, and like one of the only Jokers he hasn't done. He's just Joker all the time. It's kind of his thing. Is the Jack Nicholson Joker, and I was like, what would be best is if we got like one of those old school boom boxes, right? And he goes as Jack Nicholson Joker, and I'll go as Bob, and I'll grow my beard out, and it's like we'll walk into the con and have a Shadow just scream out, Florence, no, gentlemen, let's broaden our minds, Florence, and then you push play, and it's like, good. How does the song go?
I don't remember.
Oh, hail the new king in town. Like from that scene from Batman, the original Batman, where they're in the museum and like painting over all the pictures. Young and old, gather round. You know what I'm talking about, right? You don't know?
I do, but
I don't sing
I don't
very
like
well.
the.
But you get it. I think it'd be funny just to walk around with a boombox with that song on,
I agree. I think it'd be great.
with that song on loop. And
The
like,
only Deadpool I've ever actually liked was Deadpool from Heroes Con. Did you remember him? The guy who was dressed up like a gangster Deadpool,
boombox
and he was actually funny, and he wasn't annoying because he went to you. He would just sit down. And he'd be like,
I remember we were at Heroes Con one year and we walked by a guy dressed as Deadpool. He's like, "Can't believe how many people are dressed as Deadpool." And I was like, "Are you serious right now?" Like,
"Were you the Joker?"
yes.
why
so serious?
all right.
Ah, my joke is 4 years too late.
All right, so we're running
Sign
over.
off?
Yeah, we're running over an hour. So all in all, Soda City was fantastic. We're really sad that it got cut short. Next year it'll be just as good, better. We'll be there. We'll cover it all. We'll let you know as soon as the dates are released. We'll probably have another interview with Brock around the time so we could talk about the new stuff that's going to be there. So yeah, that's it. And we're all okay. Just so everybody knows that none of the nerds, thank God, was affected by the flood. Really, Beth was scared for a while. I kept telling her, "Look, I'm on the second floor. Things go down. Come up here."
I have cats. That's what my thing was.
Well, we were generally concerned for you because you live.
Take me, let my cats live.
Just because you live by yourself and you live with cats, so it's just like, well, just come here. And you're being Miss Independent, so we're like,
Steven,
all right.
you're gonna have to swim. No, I can't. You just have to save me.
That's exactly how that would go down.
Although I do think our bacteria water did make me sick because I was sick for a couple of days.
Oh.
And like once it like cleared
Did
up.
you boil your water?
I didn't drink it or eat it, period. But the problem was I still have to bathe in it. And like I have eczema, so I have like open, skin. I have a piercing that's still healing. So I mean, I think I really got sick from it.
Okay.
So, my dad, trees fell in his backyard. One of them fell onto his house. But luckily it fell at an angle and just took out like the siding. It still wrecked the roof, but it didn't like make the house unlivable.
Yeah.
So that's good. And trees were falling like 2 days after. Like they would just be like, boop. 3 trees fell in his backyard. Lucky only one hit the house. So, but we're all okay. There are a lot of if you search for it, there are a lot of things you could do to help if you want to help. There's a lot of things you could donate to, water, non-perishables, clothes, things like that. There's a lot of GoFundMes out there. I put the links, but there's so many. I'm sure if you go to any of like the Red Cross websites and things like that,
Oxfam,
yeah.
Red Cross, they all.
WISTV. They have all
Yeah,
their stuff, too.
WSTV.com. You search there; they'll have a whole area for links. But thank God we're all okay here. But yeah, so we'll sign off for that. Stevie B.
Beth.
Showtime.
Shout out.
And we're Nerds of the Apocalypse, and we're out.